Not too long ago, two of the absolute biggest names in tech, Meta and Microsoft, both dropped their quarterly earnings reports. And they didn't just beat expectations, they totally blew them out of the water. What we saw unfold was this incredible story of wealth creation, and it was all powered by one single transformative technology. So let's get into it. In the trading day that followed their announcements, investors went wild. The stocks just soared, adding a combined $500 billion to their value. I mean, $500 billion in a single day. It's a number so massive, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around. And it makes you ask one really simple question. How did these two titans with completely different ways of making money pull off such an incredible financial performance at the exact same time? Was it just a coincidence, pure luck, or is there, a common thread connecting them? Well, the answer is pretty simple, and it's probably the single biggest force shaping our world right now. That's right, AI. Both of these companies have been pouring tens of billions of dollars into artificial intelligence. And these earnings reports, this was the moment where the world finally saw those massive, massive bets start to pay off in a truly spectacular way. But how they're turning AI into profit, well, that's where their stories go in completely different directions. So let's pop the hood and take a look at the engines that are driving all these profits. They're both running on the same fuel, AI, but they are fundamentally different machines. We're going to start with Meta. For Meta, everything, and I mean everything, starts with its family of apps. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger. This isn't some abstract tech play. It's all about using AI to make their core business, which is advertising, more powerful and more profitable than it has ever been. And you really have to appreciate the scale here, because it's just staggering. We're not talking about millions of users, we're talking billions. Almost 3.5 billion people use a Meta app every single day. That is the raw material, the natural resource that Meta's AI gets to work with. It's an unmatched global audience, and it fuels their entire profit engine. And the result of all that? Well, in just one quarter, Meta turned that massive audience into over $46 billion in ad revenue. That's the AI doing the heavy lifting. It's improving the ad targeting, it's making your feed more engaging, it's even helping create the ads themselves. For Meta, AI is a direct pipeline to cash. Okay, now let's switch gears to Microsoft, because their engine looks completely different. They're not really focused on you and me, the individual consumer. They're focused on businesses. Their profit engine is what they call the intelligent cloud, and Azure is the heart of it all. Microsoft is basically selling AI as a fundamental utility, like electricity, but for businesses. And for the first time ever, Microsoft actually told us just how big this engine is. Azure's annual revenue has now blown past $75 billion. So while Meta is selling ads to millions of businesses, Microsoft is weaving its AI and its cloud services deep into the very fabric of the world's biggest companies. Okay, so making money today is one thing, but both of these companies are playing a much longer game. The profits they're making right now are funding two very different, very ambitious visions for the future of AI, and what some people are even starting to call superintelligence. Mark Zuckerberg's vision is deeply personal. It's consumer-focused. He sees a future where AI isn't just a thing on your phone. It's integrated into a pair of glasses, able to see what you see, hear what you hear, and act as your true personal assistant in the real world. This right here is Meta's big, hairy, audacious goal, a future of personal superintelligence. It's a decentralized idea where powerful AI becomes an extension of you, accessible to everyone, everywhere. It's a huge, almost sci-fi bet, and it's all built on personal hardware. And then, in stark contrast, you have Microsoft's CEO, Satya Nadella. His vision is more pragmatic, but it's no less ambitious. He sees Microsoft's cloud as the fundamental platform that will power AI for every single business on the planet, making them an absolutely essential part of the global economy. And you know what? It's already working. Their Copilot AI tools have already shot past 100 million monthly active users. That's a huge milestone. It shows you just how fast the business world is jumping on the Microsoft AI bandwagon. Their vision isn't about personal gadgets. It's about becoming the operating system for enterprise AI. But of course, chasing these revolutionary futures, it's not cheap. In fact, the price tag for this kind of progress is just astronomical for both of them, and it comes with enormous risks. This is a very high-stakes gamble. For Meta, the cost of its futuristic vision is right there on the balance sheet, clear as day. Reality Labs, that's the division building the hardware for this personal superintelligence future. It lost over $4.5 billion in one single quarter. And that's not a one-off thing. The total cumulative loss from that division is now closing in on $70 billion. Let that sink in. That staggering number shows you just how committed Meta is and how much risk they're taking on to make their vision a reality. Now, Microsoft's spending is just as breathtaking, but it's not about losing money. It's about building. The company plans to spend a record $30 billion on what's called capital expenditures in the next quarter alone. And most of that is going towards building the thousands of data centers needed to power their AI ambitions. So this table really puts it all side by side. You've got Meta absorbing these massive operating losses on its futuristic hardware bet. And on the other side, you've got Microsoft making these unprecedented investments in the core infrastructure of the AI age. Two huge gambles, they're just structured in totally different ways. So where does all this leave us? Well, we have two giants, both riding this massive wave of AI success, but they're on two very, very distinct paths. Here's what you need to take away from this. Here are the two models in a nutshell. Meta is using its crazy, unparalleled access to nearly half the world's population to create this unbeatable advertising machine. And it's using those profits to fund a long-term, high-risk, high-reward bet on personal AI devices. Microsoft is using its deep, deep roots in the corporate world to become the default, the essential AI provider for businesses, from the smallest startup to the biggest multinational. What's really clear is that both of these companies have figured out how to turn AI into enormous profits right now. But as they spend those profits to literally build the future, the real question isn't who's winning today, it's which vision of an AI-powered world is going to win tomorrow. Will the next decade be defined by Meta's dream of personal AI for everyone, or by Microsoft's vision of a powerful AI cloud that transforms all of global industry? That is the multi-trillion-dollar question.